Furia, it's not just not revenge, it's a step backwards for where SSG were a year ago. Certainly not where they want to be finding themselves, especially in an oh-so-important third, fourth place game. That double defense should help them a little bit, Sam. They've been a better defensive team on Chalet through the years.
They have, but I gotta say it, this series right here, it just hasn't been looking too good, has it? They had that one very convincing defense, I'll give them that, but that initial one, kind of have to count your lucky stars. Yeah, hit some really nice shots, but shoe could have easily been on the other foot. Fultz is going to be inside of the tub. with the strategy, we haven't seen it a little bit. Sometimes you'll have a player just prone in there. Sometimes you'll have a deployable shield with 3 ADSs. This time around, it's going to be the latter. And this Fultz will do his best to play around this bastion of defense that SSG has set up. Furia not feeling themselves, at least enough to fling themselves into this space just yet. Probably the one man that you don't want to throw your flashes into, the Warden, lying in wait on this bathroom window.
Got a lot to clear. Loads of flashes being thrown in. 1, 2, 3. All the ADSs are gone, and here's the nade, Sam.
Will he live? He will, but not until the guns come alive. The 417 will eat Fultz alive, and KZ will find one of his own.
And that's why that strat's not popular very often, Sam. Teams know how to clear it, and they do just that. Perfect from Furia. It's flawless. Now with SSG in the 3v5, I feel like they have to get aggressive, right? Bomb site's still going to be top floor. They need to find some way to work a pick before this push comes in, because Furia in a 5v3 execute should be unstoppable.
Yeah, it's not a feeling, it's a necessity. SSG is going to have to try and find that magic that we saw in their last defensive side, where it was that 2v5, and they were able to make the most out of the situation. Their numbers being called up once again, down to the 2 versus 4. What do you have in store for us, gentlemen? Let's find out right now. J9O, he's going to take the gunfight with the 417. It's so strong, it's going to knock J9O down to very minuscule HP, which JV92 didn't even necessarily need to take advantage of. He hits the headshot there on the follow-up frag to what he got from the bathroom half wall. And now Furia once again in the driver's seat, 1 round away from securing victory up against Space Station Gaming in a 2-0 fashion.
Of course, it was a great execute. They did lose 1, but it ended up being kind of a 4v2 push. I've got nothing bad to say about how it went for Furia or for SSG, but I go back to that start of the round, Sam. 2 players died in bathroom before anything else happened, and you go back to the way SSG set it up, it's a lot of util, but it's not infinite util, and a team like Furia are going to know how to crack a walnut like that. They will secure that series point and take away SSG's first defense. Now can go onto the defensive side of their own. All 4 bomb sites available, and they go for barring games. Space Station Gaming, I just feel like, Sam, they needed something better for their first defensive overtime because they might not get a second.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, my friend. Especially from what we saw out of Furia, they've been really prone to kicking up that sandstorm and making things just kind of get lost in the chaos on these defensive sides here. And I feel like we might have another just critical mass round where things start to just get lost inside of said storm. So we'll see what SSG are capable of. So we'll be let out of the gates for what could be the final time here at the Esports World Cup.
I'm reloading.
Setup being done from Furia.
What up, chat? What's good?
Quite an extension currently. I mean, I'm not sure if they'll commit to it, but Herds and KZ, the roaming duo from Furia, playing up towards offense, towards master side at the moment. Philippox extending for himself as well, down in big garage. I don't know what plans he's got down there, but he's finding Newers, and there will go for a gunfight.
What a find there. Fultz backing up Newers on that entry over towards garage, but even with that pick, they'll at least have a little bit of info to work off of, knowing that SSG was prioritizing that space. A nice find here and a nice trade amongst peers, as SSG and Furia will still stay at the same man advantage, lean towards the offense. Now Furia, unfortunately enough, lacking a smoke, lacking Philippox for some roam pressure. Things start to become a little bit more difficult for barring games.
Yeah, I like this spot a lot. It means somebody else needs to step up and try to equalize. JV92 just going to fall off that Mez position. Here's a big swing. Does he know there's a second?
God, bro.
He's still getting pushed from this spot. He might get traded, but they missed the shot,
J9O. King
Do
shit.
indeed.
King shit.
And that Banshee giving up that info as well for that player. Norris has repositioned himself, but oh my gosh, look at this tuck here from JV92. He peeks out, he finds Newers.
Oh, wow.
And Furia somehow, some way, they're able to fend off Space Station. J90, he's stuck inside of mud. Benja off on his own island as well, and that is it. Furia will not suffer defeat at the hands of Space Station Gaming. Furia will also take home $210,000 from the desert as they shove Space Station Gaming into 4th place.
That's 500 club points as well, going the way of Furia to help them secure themselves in the club championship. You see the respect being shown. There's some trash talk in the server, but after the game, it's all love. Two great teams, the best of North America, the best of South America go head to head. But today, as it often does in Rainbow Six Siege, the South Americans end up on top. Really strong performance from Furia today, Sam. They battled their demons on Chat. They get their first win of the season and take down an opponent that they are
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Bro, listen.
Yeah, have to be happy with that result. And also
there's a 5-minute delay right now, guys.
EWC
there's a 5-minute delay, bro.
Cannot be said for SSG. Back to the drawing board. Back to trying to figure things out.
Do I think Furia will win?
And our major.
Furia, yeah. They just came 3rd place.
I mean, last time we saw
they just came 3rd place.
Reloaded. Let me just say, Sam, they're looking a lot better now than they did back in that
thank you for the prime. Appreciate you.
It's good to see the growth from SSG. Not quite at the top of the world just yet, but you can see how close they're getting. And I think with a little bit more time, we're going to see the Space Station roster start to lift some trophies. They're looking absolutely deadly with this brand new pickup of Newers, and it's going to be really exciting to watch them for the rest of the season, fighting through Stage 2 to try to make it to the Munich Major, and then for the 6 Invitational as well.
Yeah, definitely something to hang your hat on. A top 4 finish here at EWC, especially being the end-all be-all that sent Falcons home.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different things to be very happy, very excited about with this SSG roster, so definitely be paying attention to them for this upcoming stage. I definitely know I will.
Yeah, Furia as well, too. Should be feeling very good about a game like this. Looking like, again, one of the most deadly teams in South America. Might be Europe, who are on top of the EWC.
Oh, the laser sold them there, actually.
Outside of that region, Furia have still placed themselves
The laser actually sold them there. That's crazy.
Really nice stuff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Jesse and I here at EWC. We're going to toss it down to Ian, who has Felipox on the stage.
Furia's Felipox, and the fans are so loud out here. They absolutely love you.
Chat.
And I know that you have mixed emotions right now. Last time we had a chat, you just dropped out of the semi-finals. This win was important for you and your team, but I still sense heartbreak coming from you.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet sensation because anyone in our team don't want to play a match
bro,
like this.
These drums are crazy loud, chat. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
For me,
yo, these drums are crazy loud.
Doesn't matter. I just want to be champion, to be honest. So we don't want to play a match like this, but if we have to, like we did today, we're going to do our best, like we did. Mostly because of our fans that are here. We want to give the win for them, and we did. Hopefully so.
There's nothing like Brazilian support. And you said there, you're a born winner, Felipox. You love to win. This time around, you didn't make it happen. But what would you say that you and your roster have learned from this experience?
We learned a lot, mostly against G2. They really did a good battle against us, I would say. And we saw that our map will have some weaknesses that we have to get better, to improve. And to
there's no delay right now. No, there's delay. There's delay.
And yeah.
What's going on, chat? What's going on? I'm about to go to the grand finals. I got tickets. Damn, bruh. Okay.
You just mentioned this crowd. Is there anything you want? If we can get them to listen, I don't know if we'll be able to get them to listen because they never stop cheering. But what do you want to say to them?
Queria agradecer a torcida inteira que tá aí, os brasileiros aí vieram lá do Brasil pra torcer por nós. Muito obrigado, tamo junto, galera.
Damn, up the Brazil fans.
Não deu pra trazer o título dessa vez, mas na próxima vai dar jeito.
Up the Brazil fans, though.
Just 2 more quick ones from me. I know it's hard to look at it. It's right there. It's one of the trophies. Well, it's the trophy that's eluding you and your team. Has this experience made you want it even more now?
I don't know if we can want more than we did.
Yo, Nathan with the prime, appreciate you.
But yeah, next year we're coming for more. We're coming hungry as ever, and let's do it.
Final one. I need a prediction for the grand final. G2 versus Team Secret. Who do you think is going to take it and why?
I'm cheering for Team Secret because of Ibas, their assistant coach. I've played with him since PS4 days in 2017, so it's a long-time brother for me. But
that's kind of aura.
I think G2 is going to win.
Kind of
I think
aura.
they're playing really good Siege, and they are in that honeymoon phase where everything is going good for them, and their confidence is really high. So I think they're going to take it, G2.
How is it a
you'll be
5-minute delay? The
we'll be
score is
watching.
7-6
The whole
and you're at
R6
7-6.
community will be watching to see who takes that grand final. For now, it is goodbye
The
to
main
Team Furia.
stream
We
is
cannot wait
is
to see
5
you
minutes
guys
delayed.
once again. One more time, vamos a hacer
The main stream is 5 minutes delayed, and my stream is also 5 minutes delayed.
Thank you.
And with that, we say goodbye to both Furia and SSG because they have now played their placement match. And Felipe's coming out as the AWS post-match, a bit of a highlight here for the IGL. Something we've already done just coming into this game. We were saying yesterday he turned up the heat. Today he was back online on that second map.
Yeah, I think maybe it inspired his teammates from yesterday, and then everyone stepped up today. I was really happy of the team performance from the side of Furia. And unfortunately for SSG, when Furia is firing on all cylinders, there's really not much you can do, and I think they were able to problem solve way better.
I love the motivation for Felipox to win this match, for the entire team of Furia. He mentioned two things.
Did Furia lose? No, Furia won. Furia won.
The first thing was their fans that came all the way across Brazil to see them, and I've seen, and you guys have seen that as well, them drumming the entire time. But anytime they're not playing, they're drumming outside.
They are drumming outside
in the sun for hours. Just like they're so passionate. It's clear about this organization to see them fans being here and to basically give them a reward for traveling so far. I think this was worth it. And also he mentioned it for his team to go up, gain points in the club
I don't even know.
So he did his job.
I think anyone can win.
And they accomplished it. And I think the way
anyone
they did
can win. It
was
just depends
with
who
full
shows up.
confidence, and that's basically what mattered in this match.
Yeah, and also the fact that he's saying
the
the
5
main
minute delay on the
takeaway
actual
from this
esports
tournament
live,
is going to be focusing on our map pool a little bit more as we're going to be heading into Munich. And I also really do like that. He's like, oh, we're going to be in Munich. We just need to focus on our map pool, but we're going to be in Munich.
I'm glad you noticed
that as well. I was like,
when we get to Munich, and I was like, you know what? Yes, like you are on top.
Yeah,
I love that.
I mean, they're not on top in this tournament, unfortunately, but I do think as well, like that championship mindset.
How much ahead of time are you? I'm 5 minutes ahead.
When it comes to the side of Furia, where it's like, yeah, we lost.
Whoever wins, I will know 5 minutes before.
We made the mistake.
You know what I'm saying?
We're moving forward, and we're
5
just
minutes
be better
before,
from
I'll know.
Yeah, it kicks in just at the right time, and that's exactly what you expect from a team that has won everything, has won every major, has won an SI, just hasn't won EWC. And he said it. Maybe they will have the hunger to go and get that. I love that he said, like you said, that he's going to go to Munich, because I was able to see them struggle in group stage in South America League. They won eventually the entire league, but whenever it comes to BO1s, they're kind of inconsistent. We'll see if the momentum they've gained
when is
and
the final?
The
final
learned,
soon.
Especially about the map
Am I
pool
live
today,
streaming on RazaH's
get
account
more
on
consistent
YouTube?
wins across SAL next stage.
And you heard me criticize their first half on Clubhouse and whatnot, the way that they were attacking. I was really shocked.
I'm live streaming on RazaH's. Yo, I'm live streaming on RazaH's YouTube account. What the fuck?
And that is not a world-class team, especially in the current meta we find
What
ourselves.
the fuck?
You have to be able to.
Why am I live streaming on RazaH's
account? And then as we moved
account?
into the second map, I was like, oh, that's the Furia I'm
What the
used to.
fuck?
So the map pool sort of design that sort of Felipox is talking about makes total sense. Because if it
What
was
the
them going to
fuck?
Clubhouse and going, we actually haven't really scrimmed and thrown through this map too many times. We were focusing on these other 3 or 4 maps for the most part for the series, and then we threw this one out at the end. That's a good idea for them to go back and VOD review. I actually like that they picked
Why am I
as a
live streaming
result
on
of being
RazaH's
able to go back
account?
on that now.
Yeah, I think as well for SSG, this is a learning too, because they came into this as, you know, NAL, you have the lower bracket, you come here on the first day, you drop into that lower bracket, you make it through it once again, you're all the way into playoffs. And I think this was definitely not the way that they wanted to go out, because it is a 2-0, and it's a 2-0 where you also lose your map pick. And it got to the point where some of these rounds, it did feel like Furia was just like testing the waters a little bit, and they were getting away with it too, which is not what you want to see.
I will say this about Space Station, is that if you look at this match, you think 2-0, yeah, of course, but let's, as a reminder, they were leading 5-2 on the pick of Furia, and they could have closed this a long time ago if it wasn't for amazing individual plays on the side of Furia. And even in this one, they come back with the right mental. Remember that round on basement where Fools on Monty just sends it, and everyone
finding.
commits, and they reach overtime.
Yep.
This is the mentality that I expect from champions. These guys, and this is the most important story with Space Station, they consistently improve events after events. They've reached top 4 once again. That already happened, but this is something consistent for them. Now all they're missing is a grand final at this point.
I mean, who knows?
Well, he's setting up the storyline here. He's like, next year, do you think he'll be saying the same thing? But like, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, maybe 1st?
For the sake of NA and Space Station, I hope they reach a grand final before WC 2026.
For the sake of NA. I love that.
Yeah, they need some help, right?
Well,
okay, I'm trying to be nice, and you're just like, yeah, let me just like throw the whole region
need to be mean about NA every single time I can.
I'm still
for some reason.
And then you wonder why people don't like you.
Master the bomb site, it's bar, all the way in bar. And he wins that 4K, completely crazy, and that's what brings them back. Very last round, it's KZ that brings back the 3v4 into a 3v3 and allows Furia to win. I have no idea why I did that. I think my non-verbal sometimes just goes like...
Okay. But anyway,
he's just seen himself in KZ.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe I just wish I was him. But he's just...
That's fair enough. I think we all do.
He's just him,
He is him. But you could be him if you unretire from playing.
Bro, it's impossible for me to stream on RazaH's account because he's not logged in on my on my OBS account.
He's lying, ladies and gentlemen.
He's not logged in on.
Go back on his history.
I'm literally logged in on Twitch.
1 year around.
Whoa! This is a broadcast
How does that
for
make any sense?
X at Esports World Cup, not for you to sit
players.
here and like be
How
like,
does that
oh
make
yeah.